All right, guys, we're back. This is day 2 of the personal trainer. Today we have legs, so we're going to be hitting our quads, our hamstrings, our glutes, and then we've got a little abs to wrap things up. Now, the first movement today is leg extensions. And again, in my personal training studio, I don't have at this time a leg extension machine, but I can still demonstrate the movement to you guys. So in your gym, or in your garage, some of you might have a leg extension machine, probably not, maybe you do. You're gonna find a machine and it's gonna have like this little extension on the front. So usually you're just gonna put your feet underneath the pad. There might be some weight right here, or it might be plate loaded, the weights might be over here, just adjust accordingly. So you're gonna put your feet in here. And again, the name makes it pretty clear. All you're doing is extending your legs. And it's going to hit the tops of your legs, your quadriceps, really, really strongly. So you have your feet underneath your pad, and then you're just going to be extending forward, come back down, extend forward, come back down, and extend forward. And at the top of that extension, again, really, really squeeze those muscles to get those quadriceps firing. Okay, that is the leg extension, or the quadricep extension. Movement number 2 is the barbell squat. Now the barbell squat is a very, very, very important movement in any training routine. If you guys have another personal trainer or somebody else is giving you a lifting program, if they don't have a squat, some sort of squat in that, take that program, throw it in the garbage, because the squat is probably the number 1 or number 2 most important movement that you can do for upper body or lower body. It's a very difficult movement for some people, but it's a great, great movement for building muscle, helping you to really lose that weight. All right? So a barbell squat, you've got your barbell. Now, a lot of times, at a big gym, you're going to see this thing. It's called like a squat rack. You'll usually get inside of the rack. The bar will be up on these little holders. You'll kind of get up underneath the bar. In my personal training studio, I don't have a squat rack. I don't have a squat stand, but I can still demonstrate the squat. So before I throw the bar on my back, I just want you guys to remember, if you're just starting out, which a lot of you watching this personal trainer video series, a lot of you guys are beginners. So a lot of times I'll just have people or clients just stand kind of shoulder width apart with their feet. Don't need to grab dumbbells. We don't need to have a bar on our back, nothing like this, because it's always important to have that proper form. In any type of weightlifting movement, perfect form, proper form is essential. Otherwise, you could really hurt yourself, and we definitely don't want that. So feet shoulder width apart, okay? And then we're just going to squat down. For me, like when I'm doing squats like this for my warm-up and things like that, I usually bring my hands out. You can have your hands on your head, hands on your hips, whatever works best for you, whatever you're comfortable with. The most important thing is depth, is depth with the squat, okay? So we're going to be right here. Always have your head forward, and then we're just going to squat down. And you see how deep I'm getting, okay? Butt to the floor. Because when you have a deep squat like this, you're not only going to be hitting your quads, but you're also going to be hitting your hamstrings and your glutes. It's a full leg workout when you do deep, deep, deep squats. Don't worry about it hurting your knees, all that type of stuff. Just squat. It's going to actually help your knee pain if you start squatting deep once you kind of get into the routine of it. So once again, just as a beginner, to kind of get the feel of a squat, right here, feet shoulder width apart, we're squatting down with our hands up, and then coming back up. Coming down, coming back up. That's what I would encourage all of you guys to begin with, to kind of get that foundation of the squat. When you're ready to put a bar on your back, you can just grab the bar, okay? Again, it's probably going to be in a squat rack. It's probably going to be on hooks. We don't have that today, so I'm just going to kind of demonstrate this way. So we're going to get that bar on your back. I like to have it on my upper part of the middle of my back, really, because I have pretty big traps, strong traps. The bar rests on my traps. So again, feet are shoulder width apart. Make sure if you guys have plates on your bar that you also put the clips on there. There's been different times I've seen in the gym where somebody is loading a plate or taking a plate off, they don't have the clips on, and it slides to the left, it slides to the right, somebody can really get hurt. So if you're going to have plates on your bar, put the clips on there. Feet are shoulder width apart, head up, and we're going to squat down really, really deep, and we're coming back up. We're going to squat down and come back up. All right? A couple more things to keep in mind with the squat. When you squat down, and if you are coming up on your toes, we don't want to do that. When you're squatting down, and if you're coming back on your heels, we don't want that, okay? We want those feet, again, shoulder width apart, and when you are squatting down, okay, your feet should be nice and flat. We don't want to be forward on our toes. We don't want to be back on our heels. We want to be nice and flat, okay? So, I would encourage you guys, once again, to get that foundation of just doing a squat without any dumbbells, without any barbell. Like I showed you in the beginning, just stand here, feet shoulder width apart, squat down, and come back up. And your legs will be on fire, but you will see just some awesome improvement really quickly as you incorporate squats in your workout with just the strength in your legs and that muscle growth, and losing weight if that's one of your goals. The next movement is lunges. Now, I hate lunges. They really, really suck, but lunges are one of the best exercises for hitting the backs of your legs, your hamstrings, and then your glutes. So, for the lunges, we're just going to stand here like this. In the beginning, again, kind of like with the squat where we're just kind of doing it without any weight. In the beginning, do the lunges without any weight. You're going to have your hands on your hips, head up, and then you're just going to lunge out like this. And then you're going to come back. That's one with your right leg, and then you can alternate. And then that's one with your left leg. And then one with your right, one with your left. Hitting your quads, really hitting your hamstrings and your glutes. Not a really fun movement, but an awesome movement for building that strength and building that muscle again in your legs. Squat jumps. Now, this movement is going to, because the name says it, squat, and then we're going to be jumping. Again, very self-explanatory. It's going to jack that heart rate up like crazy and really get the fat burning process going. So, that's why it's important to practice that squat, because then you can do more advanced movements like the squat jump. So, you're going to be squatting down like this, and then you're going to be jumping up. Now, in my studio, the ceiling's pretty low, so I'm not going to be jumping very high. But again, just get your feet set like you're doing that normal squat. You squat normal, squat down, and then you're going to be jumping up as high as you can do it. Okay? And by this point in the leg workout, your legs are already going to be tired, and you do 2 or 3 sets of 10 with the squat jumps. Just going to completely be on fire and trash you out, but it's good. Okay? Got to take your mind and you got to take your body where it doesn't want to go to see some great results. The leg curl. Again, I don't have a leg curl machine in my personal training studio today, but I can still demonstrate it. So we're going to be laying down on the bench like this, and then usually there's going to be, just like the leg extension, there's going to be a pad. It's going to be up higher compared to the leg extension. So there'll be a pad kind of up here, and then you're just going to curl your legs up like this and bring them back down. Curl them up and down. So the leg curl is really going to hit the backs of the leg, the hamstrings. And then to wrap up the personal trainer today, we have toe touches. Again, we're going to hit those abdominals. So we're going to go to the floor once again. We're going to elevate our legs, try to get them as straight as possible. Our hands right here, this is the starting position. And then you're just going to try to touch those toes. Remember from the personal trainer video series number 1, in regards to the abs, really contract strongly, really squeeze those abdominal muscles. That's day 2 of the personal trainer video series. We'll see you guys next time.